Oh, this is awkward because it is recording and I'm in the middle of a workout. But that's okay because now is a great time to talk about recreation programming. Have y'all been to the rec yet? I've talked to so many people that think that the rec is just a place to work out. Well, breaking news, and this just in, it's so much more than that. Not only the rec here, but recreation programs across the country provide comprehensive opportunities to engage in wellness, whether that be your physical, your mental, your social, or even your financial and vocational well-being. Another purpose that recreation programs serve is building close, tight-knit communities. So through this focus of well-being and the creation of these close communities, recreation programs have had a huge effect on student success, well-being, and retention, which puts them at the student affairs table across the nation. Now, before getting into what makes recreation programs so great, we need to reflect on the past to see how we got here today. Well, a fun fact, recreation programming grew from physical education and intramural programs. Even back in the day, students liked to be competitive, and in 1904 at Cornell University is when intramurals were born. With the growth of interest and participation, both The Ohio State University and the University of Michigan created intramural departments in 1913. Michigan went even further in 1928 and opened the first recreational center on campus for students. A major next step was the creation of a much-needed professional vision and scope. By 1950, the National Intramural Association, NIA, was formed by Dr. William Wasson at Dillard University in New Orleans to discuss all things campus recreation. Throughout the 50s and 60s, the demographics of participants at collegiate recreation centers were changing. With Title IX coming into play in 1972, collegiate recreation programs began to expand and became more intentional in their offerings. Because of the change in scope that recreation programs were providing, the NIA officially changed its name to NIRSA, the National Intramural Recreational Sports Association, which is still the main national organization to this day. After these changes, university administrators began to see the benefits of this programming on a more holistic scale. Now additions such as outdoor adventure programs, mental health and well-being initiatives, and small group training classes have allowed the profession to redefine its scope and impact on students. But you're probably bored by all this history. So what do professionals in recreation programs do?
Whew, now it's my turn? I'm in the middle of a workout too, Ben. But okay, let's get started. Before getting down to business, we need to clarify the many sub-areas within campus recreation. There's programming, aquatics, facilities, risk management, development, fitness and wellness, intramural sports, marketing, outdoor adventure, club sports, strength and conditioning, and many more. All of these areas connect in some way to holistic wellness, which Ben had mentioned earlier. A reminder that holistic wellness not only consists of just physical fitness and exercise, but an individual's overall mental health. College campuses nationwide work in unison with other offices at their university to promote student engagement and holistic wellness. Here at Texas A&M, the REC regularly collaborates with counseling and psychological services and health promotion to host events to offer to students the ability to see what the REC has to offer. We all know how large campus recreations normally are. I will now share with you some examples of how holistic wellness impacts some sub-areas of recreation programming. For example, aquatics. It gives students the ability to take hold of their fitness and participate in different forms of physical activity. From a student staff point of view, it allows student leaders to become specifically trained in emergency response and life-saving practices. Next, personal and small group training. Personal and small group training provides services for individuals to feel welcome to work out in a more intimate environment. You can be the weakest link or the strongest soldier. Regardless, Small group training can be beneficial to meet the student at their fitness level. It provides a sense of community with a group of students or like-minded individuals with common fitness goals. In order to work in the sub area at the rec, there are 2 certifications that are needed for this position. One is a personal training certification, and the other is a strength and conditioning certification. And the personal trainers nailed it, creating a safe environment for all students and creating an inclusive environment for students to want to come back and be active seems to be a common goal. Fun fact, since I'm the queen of fun facts, the rec has the largest student staff within the Division of Student Affairs, with over 1,100 student employees. Lastly, Ben and I wrapped up our interviews by asking the personal trainers and the director of the rec what was their best piece of advice they have ever received. So, Mr. Hall, take it away!
The best advice that I got was open up and look at these other opportunities. Don't be just sitting here thinking, this is who we are, because we can be more than who we've been. I think we can be better in the future.
So the best piece of advice that I've gotten would be from my mom, and that would be excellence is your duty, and excellence is composed of knowledge, so staying current and up to date and just not being the dumbest guy in the room.
The best piece of advice that I've received is to be personable and genuine with every single person that I can. So whether that be in the strength conditioning room as a head attendant or in here as a personal trainer, being there for your clients or the patrons and being kind to them, giving them a positive space to be in, giving them a reason to come back to work out, and just a good experience to make their day and such like that.
One, two,